He had a great one.
To
Yeah.
Justin. Was that the extent of what you wanted to see?
Absolutely.
Just a different mentality?
Yeah,
running
just,
the ball
well,
too?
it went technique and fundamentals. I mean, his fundamentals were terrible at North Carolina. Looked like he hadn't ever played before, you know. And the good news is we have lots of great film capturing him doing everything right, you know. And but he just had a bad day. His fundamentals were terrible. His technique was terrible. He was playing on the edges. He was playing with his shoulder, and he really hurt us, you know, in pass protection. But he cares, and he just had a bad day. You know, we all have bad days, but how you respond. And then he came back, and yeah, we had that touchdown, and he picked it up. He did an awesome job, and just really proud of him. And I knew he'd play well. I knew he would. I knew this. I told him last night we're gonna play our best game. You know, so just how they prepared, the focus that they had, and the energy that they had, and I'm just thankful that they took it to the field.
Coach, you created 4 turnovers today. How much of an emphasis was that after not getting any at North Carolina?
Yeah, it's been a long time since we hadn't had a turnover, a long time. So it was good to see. We're +2 today. I think that maybe makes us +1, gets us back on the plus side of things for the year. That was a big emphasis for us. That's positioning, that's relentlessness to the ball. It's having your eyes on the right things and you know, and getting pressure, and tips and things like that. Stripping the ball, we knocked one loose, just being physical. So it was good to see that, you know, so hopefully that'll continue to be. And then I hadn't looked at the penalties. I don't know if we. Hopefully we were the least penalized team today. What was it? What did we have?
6 opposed to 7.
So we had one less? There you go. All right, so we were the least penalized team today. So we had a couple personal fouls, a little discipline. We'll correct that. That's not who we are. The one on overteam's got his hands in his face. You'll have some stuff like that, but just post snap stuff, it's unacceptable. So we got back to being who we are. We out big played them. We won the turnover margin, and we were the least penalized team, and that's going to win you a lot of football games. We ran the ball well, and they didn't.
Dabo, you mentioned earlier the second team giving up the 14 points, but what can you say about your first team and their performance over the last 6 games and the way the defense has transformed itself over the season?
Oh, they've done a great job. I mean, they really have. I think coming into this game, we were giving up 12 points a game, and last year's group, as good as they were giving up 16 points a game. Coming into this game, I think we had 5 picks. Last year only had 1. We were giving up more big plays, and so, you know, they've done an awesome job. And I think we've played a tougher schedule through the first 5 games than we did last year's first 5. So I'm just really proud of them. But our back 7 is just, they've done an awesome job. And that's the strength of our team, and it's allowed us to grow some guys up front. And those guys have, you know, they've played 6 games now. They're not rookies anymore, and they're just playing a lot better. You know, Justin, Xavier, Logan, and KJ, and Maskell, and you know, obviously Tyler Davis and what he's been able to do through 6 games. I mean, we've just settled in. Niles and Jordan and all those guys. I think Xavier Kelly got in there a good bit today as well. So just we've created a little bit of depth, but the back guys have led the way. So it's a very similar team. Just the leadership's in a different spot, the strength's in a little different spot from an experience standpoint, and then offensively, you know, we've done well. I mean, 5 out of 6 games, I think we've played pretty good.
You made a point of telling anybody who would listen that nothing's wrong, nothing's the matter, we're still the same team. How much did today's performance validate that, and how much did they need that?
Yeah, I wasn't really trying to make a point about nothing. I was trying to make a point, and I was going to say this for Tuesday, but you know, those of you, right? We shouldn't ask our players if they've had an MRI or something like that. It's not something that we put out. You know, we should not be asking those type of questions. And you know, Trevor kind of got put on the spot. He don't want to lie. You know, we do MRIs if you get a sore finger. You know, what does that mean? What does that mean? And it was more like, oh my God, he hasn't played up to some people's standards. Well, he must be hurt. No, there's nothing wrong with him. He just had a bruise. You do things, but that's private. You know, you shouldn't ask people their medical information, especially young players. These are college kids, man. We shouldn't be asking them medical information. Ask me. You know, that's what my job is. And also just, you know, that was really kind of where it all came from. And then I got media texting me and like there's some big conspiracy going on. And there's not. There's nothing wrong here. There ain't nothing wrong with it. It's zero. But for him to be asked a question like that, it's just not right. To me, that's unprofessional. And, you know, when we haven't put, it's not like somebody's coming off an ACL injury or somebody's obviously, you know, we haven't put anything out because there's nothing to put out. So we're trying to create something, or putting him. When you ask me, I'll tell you. But that's just private information, and so that's really kind of where it all came from. I wasn't trying to make a point about anything other than that.
I was just meaning more with respect to your team at large,
Yeah.
not just Trent. I was just talking about more with respect to how much did this team need today's performance?
Yeah, we needed to play well. Yeah, I mean, we needed to play because our last outing we didn't play great.
Right.
We played well enough to win, and you got to learn to win games like that. It's hard to win. I mean, I think we had a couple undefeateds go down today. It's hard to win. Hard to win. And you better have an appreciation for it. We win by one, it don't matter. I guarantee a couple of them undefeateds would like to have won by 1 point today. You want to win by one, move on. It's hard to win, especially in college football. That's what makes it so much fun and so interesting. But we needed to play well. And these guys were eager to take the field. It didn't matter who we were playing. We just needed to play well. And they did. They were awesome. Really proud of our guys.
You kind of alluded to it there. What did you think about South Carolina beating Georgia?
Well, I didn't even know about it until after the game there. I mean, it's college football. It's college football. You know, North Carolina beats South Carolina. South Carolina beats Georgia. It's college football. I mean, that's just the way it rolls. I mean, you better show up every week. Anybody can beat anybody. You know, anybody can beat anybody. I believe that. And South Carolina's a good football team. They're talented. They got great coaches down there. You know, I've studied them a little bit already, getting ready for North Carolina. I mean, they're a good team, and you know, gotten a lot better defensively. I have no idea what happened in the game. I have no clue. But nothing surprises me in college football. Nothing. You know, that's why you play the game. And so, you know, I don't have a clue what happened, other than they won the game. I think they said in overtime. But I think that's a huge win for them for sure. Division game and so forth, and a great win.
How much
From the
did
outside.
DK's
For the outside, it looked like there was a different edge in the first 5 games. You know, we don't know, we're not inside. How much of that is, you know, natural come through the adversity of North Carolina? How much of that is, you know, generated by the standard? How much of it could you have had you not had the North Carolina game?
Different edge than the first 5 games. I don't.
I
agree
mean,
with you on
just
that.
from the outside, like it just
Yeah.
looked like it all clicked.
Well, I'm on the inside, so you know, I'm with them. Our first 4 games, we played well. Didn't play perfect. You know, played a lot of guys. We dominated the games. There was not one game that was a fourth quarter like. I mean, I don't know what to say. You dominate Texas A&M, you dominate Syracuse, you dominate Georgia Tech, you dominate Charlotte. Pretty good edge. There was no question. And then we had a bad game. We won the game. It's a great game. We just didn't play well in that game. And so all you saw today was a team that was eager to get back out there and play better than they did in the last outing. They did.
Dad, when you broke out a new jumbo package today, what went into the schematic and design of that, and what made you decide those are the guys that I'm gonna put in that package?
Yeah, we didn't break it out. It just the first time we ran it. We've worked that since fall camp. Well, I mean, Xavier Thomas, 260 pounds, and can probably run 4.5. So it's a good place to start right there. And then, you know, Niles, we've always had a little fridge package, if you will. Just first time that we kind of went to it. Probably should have scored. I thought we were a little tight on our angle, and then Xavier's first carry, I thought his legs melted a little bit, but he'll get better from it.
How much did DK's pick represent a culmination of all the work he's done on that side of the football to get to where he's at?
Yeah, he's worked really hard.